custom in our schools to include politics in their activities and in their educational agenda, but we cannot deny that the basic understanding of politics is desirable and necessary, especially for young people. In this sense, in your opinion, both as a professional politician and as a scholar in political philosophy, do you think that an education in political science and in laws should be further applied, and go further beyond the limits of the limited number of classes of civics and philosophy in the educational institutions in our country?
Yes, I do. I'm actually a great enthusiast for the development of civic education as a whole network, starting from a very early age. It is not just that I am a professional political scientist, that's not the only reason, because I can be suspected of some private professional interest. The very essence of democracy includes or demands active participation. Democracy, history teaches us that, democracy cannot survive if citizens are not active, are not well informed, and do not have the habit to participate, to be interested in political events and so on. So democracy is the only political regime that we know in history that is in direct correlation with the activity of citizens. All other regimes were dependent on the quality of elites, on the honesty of rulers, but democracy depends on the capacity of the so-called ruled to be active, to be informed. This means that civic education is not just one of the many subjects. It is actually the fundament or the foundation of active participative citizenship. That's why it should be developed. It is not only information and knowledge about laws and the constitution of the country. It is not just knowledge about the parties and their main ideas. It should include certain skills, how to run an event, how to have a discussion, how to build an argument. So the citizens can also participate actively, not as voters, but as persons who will be elected. So they should develop a taste for democratic politics. It is a lifelong education, and it should start at a very early age. It should not be limited in the last stages of education with 1 or 2 hours. It should include information, lessons, history, and activities. So we are still at the beginning, at the threshold of that system. And I wouldn't hide that it is very, very well developed in the United States, because this is the country that was established as a direct expression of the people's will. So they know exactly how important this is. We are very proud that we have students that are excellent in geography or mathematics and so on, but we forget that they should also be good citizens. So the very question of good citizenship is not very clear in Bulgaria now, and I hope that one of the major influences of European educational system will be actually to encourage the development of that network. And I call it a network because it should be between schools. It should start even in the preschool years, although I know how strange this may sound, but these qualities should be developed together with the literacy. It's a literacy of a citizen. So we should start thinking critically about that, especially when we obviously have some of the symptoms of democratic diseases connect with apathy, with indifference, and so on.